Okay, this guy's only 15, but he's been racing since he was a toddler. Carson Lucas joins us now to tell us all about how he's making a big name for himself. Thanks for stopping by here today.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. I'm excited.
I cannot believe you're 15. That is amazing. But what may be even more unbelievable is how early you started into racing. Tell us about this.
Well, I turned 15 a few months ago, and I hopped in my first go-kart when I was 3 and started racing full-size stock cars at the age of 11.
Oh my goodness. Did it have to be custom made? Like, was there a booster seat in the car? How does that work?
It took a lot of work. You know, I got to test out, well, we had to weld it, make sure it fit and everything. We've made sure it's all safe and everything. So it's basically custom made. The seat wasn't, but the way it's sitting in there, where my pedals are at, that's usually about a week's worth of work. Because my dad, we all make sure I'm safe in there. Everything's perfect. I can reach everything. So it takes a while, but I'm safe and it's comfortable in there too.
Oh my goodness. So we're looking at footage here. Is this at Ona Speedway?
That right there, that's at Anderson, Indiana. That's like it was a higher bank quarter mile. It's a super fun track. That's the Ona right there. That's my hometown track. We've been to all kinds of places. I have a truck. I have a pro late model. That right there is the truck. That was a fun night. That was actually one of my wins in the junior late model. I believe 12 right there. Though that was in Mississippi. That was we won. That was a big national championship race I won in go-karts. We dynoed the truck. That was fun too.
Okay, you're saying you're winning a lot of things. So do you have a big trophy room?
Well, we have like where in the wintertime I do some sim racing stuff, so it helps to keep me conditioned. So we have like on the wall. When you say
sim, you've got like a simulator. You can train all year long.
It's a tool, really. It's a tool to keep me freshened up for race season and everything. So we'll go in there in the wintertime. My dad will spot, so because he's my spotter on the track, so like it gives him practice. It keeps me me freshed up. So that's always cool. Like, and we have a trophy room kind of right there. Like we have my trophies set up, and I'll wipe them off. I'll wipe them off with Lucas Oil Slick Mist. I keep them shiny, so I keep them clean.
That's a great idea. Okay, you're from Proctorville.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are some of the other things you enjoy about racing other than driving and, of course, winning?
Well, the things I enjoy the most is probably the fans. Man, I tell you, the fans are awesome. I've been blessed with an awesome fan base for the past years, and I love seeing them show up to the racetrack and supporting me and everything. It's always awesome. I love seeing them at the special events. And like at Ona Speedway and everything, we have this thing called the CLR Experience. So we have monitors set up, we have music playing and everything. So it's always really cool. You see, like, well, it means a lot to me when I see a fan show up and they buy a T-shirt, one of my sponsors' products, because I know how hard it is to earn money. And when they spend that money on a T-shirt to help support me and be part of the journey, it's really awesome.
Oh, that is great. Now, I think you're a big Dale Jr. fan too.
Absolutely.
Talk about your connection there.
So I have this celebration I've been doing. It's a long story, but when I was about 4 years old, I've seen on NASCAR drivers, they was spraying pop everywhere, and I was like, sweet, son, I want to do that. So we went and grabbed a pop out of the cooler, and I celebrated with it. Like right there's one of the Mountain Dew celebrations, and it's cool too because one of them has even, like, few of them have landed on Dale Earnhardt Jr. socials. So my dad woke up one night, he was ecstatic. We was all excited that it made it on Dale Jr. socials, and that's really cool. I've actually got to meet Dale now, so it was North Wilkesboro for All-Star Weekend. The car store was there. I raced down an event with him. I wasn't racing with him, but I was racing at the event. He was at a separate class, but we was having a rough weekend. It's like, yeah, we'll just go talk to Dale. Why not? He was a super humble dude, man. He was just like you see him on TV, super humble, really easy to talk to. He's like, he gave me pointers and told me it's all right, you know, it's part of racing and everything. So that made the weekend a little bit better. And he's my role model. That's why Dale's my role model, because he's super humble, he's a super nice guy, and he's the reason I run the 88.
Oh, well, you picked a good one there. How fast do you typically go? I'm just curious here.
There's averages speed, so I think my top speed right there at Motor Mile, actually, like right there at that one track, I think they said I tipped about 125, 130 at the end of the straights.
Really?
So it was a calculation based off gear ratio, but I think it was a fun track. We did pretty well there. I think we ended up finishing third. And I think at Ono, I think it's an average speed of probably 80 to 90. But because it's rough too. Ono's rough. It's an older track. That's why I like it. It's a driver's track, so it's abrasive, and it takes a driver to get around the track.
Well, I'm curious, because that's why I was asking how fast you go. You're obviously never scared. What about Mom and Dad? Are they ever scared when you're out there racing that fast?
Well, Mom she don't like to show up. She gets a little nervous. But the funny thing is, my grandparents love it. They love it. They'll show up, they cheer, they show up. And my mom don't really get nervous. She's like, well, why didn't you bump him a little bit to get by him? I'm like, well, Mama is I like racing clean and everything, but again, it kind of shocked me. She wants she loves it.
Yes.
They'll be there this weekend and everything, and they love supporting it.
That's
But my
great.
mom she gets a little nervous. My dad he's in a spotter stand, so he can talk to me on the radio.
Yeah.
So it makes him a little bit, you know.
Well, I'm with your mom on that one. I would be a nervous wreck if my kids were driving as fast as you do. So you've got a race this weekend. Mention that and how we can keep up with you, what all you're doing.
So my opening race is this weekend at Ona Speedway. We're also having Fan Fest at Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday evening. So that'll be really fun. And you can keep up with me. I have on Facebook. We have my social pages: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at Carson Lucas 88.
Okay.
And I have a website. It's called clrgarage.com. It's a virtual garage for everything we use in the shop, and we sell my sponsors' products, and we have my latest merch on there and everything. So it's really cool, and I have a YouTube channel as well. It's Carson Lucas Racing. They keep me pretty busy.
It sounds like it. And again, this guy is just 15 years old. We want you to come back anytime you've got something coming up, because it's fun talking with you here.
Absolutely.
Best of luck this weekend and on your race season, and hopefully a lot of fans will come out to the track.
I hope so. It was actually really cool. That night we won in the truck, we had fans waiting in the rain to buy merchandise. So if we can have another weekend just like that, that'd be really awesome, because that means a lot to me when they buy my merch.
Definitely. Well, I think you just got a bunch of new fans today on Studio 3.
I hope so.
Good talking with you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hey.